What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of wanted to sit down and I guess talk to you guys. Like, you see I'm like real zoomed in, making it kind of personal. It's actually 11:36 in the morning at night. Excuse me, Santana is asleep. And I kind of just wanted to talk about my experience with I guess postpartum depression or postpartum anxiety, because I feel like it's really something that's not talked about a lot. Mental health in general is something that's not talked about a lot, and I feel like that's like a major issue within itself, especially in the Black community. Like, people don't talk about mental health as much as they should in the Black community. So for those of you who don't know, I am 24 years old. I have a 7-month-old. I have a 7-month-old named Santana. He was born November 28th, 2018. I hope he doesn't wake up. I'm trying to like talk as low as possible, but I'm just gonna make this video quick. So, of course, my son, you know, I love him to death, but he wasn't planned. Like, I didn't have a planned pregnancy. It's something that just kind of happened, and I think for me, like, my postpartum really didn't hit until he was about like 5-6 months. And then when he was 6 months, that's when it hit me kind of hard, because when I got pregnant with him, I was in the middle of planning so much for my life. Like, I was just at a point in my life where I wanted to advance and I wanted to grow. I wanted to take YouTube seriously. I have so many business ventures that I want to do, and I was just planning it. Like, I could literally show you a journal of me just planning out my whole like dreams, goals, plans, everything. I found out that I was pregnant, and everything kind of just went on the back burner because, you know, like, priorities change. And so that like kind of was my main focus, like taking care of my son, taking care of myself, making sure that we were good. Now, let me just say that what really affected me, or really affects me, because right now I'm doing better, but last month was really like hard for me because I always just felt by myself. People deal with postpartum or handle postpartum or have their postpartum in like different ways, and for me, although I probably had like so many people around me helping me, I still felt so like alone. I felt by myself. I felt like I didn't have no one. Like, I literally knew what people meant when they said still feeling lonely, like in a room full of people. I completely understood that saying, because that's exactly how I felt a month ago. It was hard because it's like every time I turned around, someone was doing something. Someone was gone. Someone was doing something with their life. Someone was, you know, doing what they wanted to do. And here I am, like, I don't want to say stuck, because stuck is kind of a bad word, but here I am handling like a brand new responsibility that I can't afford to slack on, because this is my child, you know. And so that's when like I was like, okay, like, what's going on? Like, I was crying. Like, people really don't know. Like, my family, if you watch this video, y'all gonna be like, what the heck, Janae? But I really didn't talk to anybody about it, because people will always just make it seem like this is your job, this is your responsibility, you're a parent, you gotta do what you gotta do. And while that may be true, it's like, it still doesn't take away from the fact that you do have your moments where it gets overwhelming and you get so frustrated and you get so tired because of things that are beyond your control. Like, your whole life changes when you have a baby. And that's what people get, but everybody experiences different. So even though I had help, I feel like all my help came at the wrong time. Like the time when I did not need any help, like when he was quiet, when he was calm, when he's not doing anything, when he's not fussy, that's when everybody wants him. But when he's just all over the place and bouncing off the wall, it's when I have to handle it by myself. And then usually I'm handling it by myself and someone's gone. Like, it's not that I'm by myself and there's people here so that I could like say, hey, can you help me? It's always when everyone is gone. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, can I please get a break? It's like I never ever got a break. And I never really talked to anyone or opened up about it because I just always felt like I have to bite this bullet, I have to take this, I have to deal with this. Like, I can't complain, because I feel like me talking to someone is me complaining about my responsibilities as a parent, and I feel like I'm in no position to complain, because there's women out there who dream of having babies, who dream of being in my position, and here I am saying I'm going through postpartum depression from having a child that, you know, even though he was unplanned, like, people still plan for and still don't receive, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always just kept quiet, I kept to myself. But it had got to a point where I was just like, I have to like talk to someone, because before I was like holding in the tears, I wasn't crying or anything like that. And then like I just had some nights where I just was crying, like I couldn't stop. And it's just like I was distancing myself from people, I wasn't talking to anyone. Like I just kind of accepted it, and I kind of just like added it onto the load of other things that I got to deal with or that I'm dealing with, and I just went about my life, you know what I'm saying? I just added it to the other stresses that I had. But that's something that I couldn't ignore, because you know, it's sometimes you just need someone to talk to. Even if they don't have the solution for you, you still need someone to talk to, so that they could, just so you could get it off your chest. More so not for them but for you, you know what I'm saying? So it first started with me talking to my boyfriend, then it started me talking to my best friend, and then it started me talking to my cousin. And I really felt like doing that really helped me cope better, it helped me deal better, because they told me that I wasn't wrong for feeling how I felt. They told me that it was okay. You know, they reassured me that like you're doing an amazing job as a parent, and then two, it's like you can do this, and if you need help, all you have to do is say it, all you have to do is ask. There's nothing wrong. You know, don't hold in all these feelings and these emotions and this energy, because it's not healthy or whatever. And then another thing that really kind of opened my eyes and put me into perspective is my relationship with God. And I'm trying not to get emotional right now, but I really feel like it's coming. Like I feel it, you know how you feel like you're about to get emotional? I feel it coming. Let me ignore it. Hold on. Let me not ignore it, but let me get myself together. Okay. I'm really not gonna cry, because I can't cry. I can cry, but I don't want to cry. I feel like my relationship, especially talking about this, because this has been something that's been heavy on my heart, heavy on my mind. Okay, so another reason why I felt so alone was because of my relationship with God. It's nowhere near where I want it to be. It's nowhere near where it needs to be, where it should be. There's no reason I should be feeling alone, either when I'm with myself or when I'm around people, there's absolutely no reason why I should feel like I'm by myself. If my relationship with God is as strong as it should be. And that really opened my eyes. This whole experience really, dang, am I crying? No, I'm not crying. This whole experience just really opened my eyes to how far I've like but how far I've like walked away, I guess, yeah, from God, and how I need to start getting back to Him so that everything else in my life could just like fall in order how it's supposed to be. Because I know that there's so much that I'm supposed to be doing. There's so much that I could be doing. I feel like there's no limit to what I can do and what God has instilled in me to do, and the mission and the passion. I'm looking for a word, but I can't think of it. And the purpose that He put into my life. And I feel like I haven't even tapped the surface with that yet because I've been so consumed with other things. That's why I was lonely. And I shouldn't feel like that. I shouldn't have felt like that if my relationship with God is, you know, where it's supposed to be. And it's a work in progress, and I blame myself. I don't blame anybody else, I blame myself. So that's another thing that I'm working towards. So yeah. Also, postpartum depression, it really just like kind of, it opens up other doors to other things that, or other reasons to be depressed. Like, okay, your postpartum depression opened up the door because of what your mother, daughter, sister, brother did when you were 9 years old. That brought back old memories, so now you're like even in a deeper depression hole. So I just really wanted to get out of that space. Yeah, wow. Oh guys, I did not think it was gonna be like this. My advice would be to talk to someone. Ladies, gentlemen, please, like, talk to someone. Don't be afraid to talk to someone. Talk to a stranger. Talk to someone you know. Talk to someone who have gone through this before. Talk to another mother. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to somebody. You don't even have to say you're feeling like you have postpartum. You could just talk. Just talk. My next advice or my next tip would be to please either get some me time or get out of the house. Don't stay stuck in the house. That was my issue. That was my problem mostly with postpartum. It's just that I felt like I was stuck. I just felt stuck, like I couldn't do anything. Get out the house, take a walk, go to the park, go to the store for nothing. Like, go sit in your car, take a drive around the block. Like, do what you have to do to get out of the house, because the more you're in the house, the more the more you think, you know. Don't lose your passion that you had before you got pregnant, or whatever you were doing prior to your pregnancy that made you happy. Find that one thing that you were doing prior to your pregnancy, as long as it's not harmful to you or your baby or anyone else, and do that, or try to get back into that, or keep working on that. Read books, talk to people, watch funnies. Like, you really have to just put yourself back out there, because not only are you a new person, but if you're a new mom, you're a new mom. It's a new experience. This is something different. But yeah, guys, I really wanted to make this video for a very long time. I just didn't know how to introduce it, and then also not all of my family and all of my friends know that this is something that I was going through. So to you guys, I'm sorry. Don't ask me about it because I'm over it. Don't ask me about it, seriously. But yeah, like, I just wanted to talk to you guys. I just wanted to sit down, have a conversation, a real conversation, with anybody out there who may be experiencing it, or anybody out there who knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're on to better and brighter days, so here's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smile. I'll see you guys in my next video.